Greetings everyone, and welcome. This is going to be a league video. It's not yet the unranked to however far I go climb, although I'm looking to start that right after I return from vacation. But rather, this is the A to Z on top only. And we do have a couple of rules, such as I must play every single champion in the game. I mean, there are only 170, I think, so that's not a lot. And I can only move forward the champion if I either win the game or get 10 kills. And I also have to play in blind. Now that will make the games either really easy or impossibly difficult. Who knows? But yes, I already recorded 3, so let's get into them. And for our first champion, we have Atrocities. Now, I am not going to show you this entire game, since it is kind of boring. It's just Atrocities versus Set, nothing too interesting. This is a top laner anyway. Instead I will show you this one singular clip that was kind of fun, and then move on.
He's just ending the game. Yeah, I'm just a good little pup. If I can die, but my channel gets to
So, in the other game, I decided to adopt one of the oldest strategies in the book, which is paying my opponent so they run it down. Now, of course, I did not do that, but I was matched into a heal Ghosted Darius. I'm pretty sure was playing on a toaster, or maybe it was a smart refrigerator, I would never know. But they weren't the greatest. Actually, they were the worst. So, in the end, I ended up decimating them over and over and over again. And so, it was a pretty easy victory, of course. They actually surrendered at like 14 minutes. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even 15, so that wasn't a long match. And the next up we have Akali, a champion that I played a lot of back in the day, so I considered myself aggressively mediocre on her. But you're going to see this in these matches anyway. So the game starts off exactly how you would expect, with me AFKing because I went to go to the bathroom. But once I return, things go a little south. First of all, the mid laner and the top laner decide to invade, which, you know, I'm fine, it can happen. I save the jungler and we are okay. But something happens that I don't realize. Those two, the Yasuo and Tom Kench, yeah, them. So you see, they weren't the mid laner and top laner. They were actually both top laners. So this top lane is now a 2v1. Oh my lord, it's a banger. And what a banger it was. And I'm not gonna lie, Akali is the main reason why I decided to put in the 10 kills rule. Mainly, yeah, as you can see they weren't the best. But because I did play 2 games on her and managed to get 10 and 12 kills respectively, it farmed actually not that badly. And we lost both of them. But this game in particular was a beauty. I mean, just look at those mechanics. How could you expect these guys not to be challengers? By the way, I'm playing like bronze. And no, I'm not smurfing. Although, I don't think I look like a smurf ever. Because I suck at this game anyway. But, as I said, even through my valiant efforts, we still managed to lose this game. It wasn't actually that close. I fought hard, but I was the only one that could actually fight, like at all. The team was rather useless. But we are fine, because we did get 10 kills and 12 kills respectively. So, I'm okay with it. Thank God I made that rule. Without it, I'm pretty sure I would still be playing Akali trying to win. It's it's not a good thing. Yeah, it's really bad. I'm going to just let you enjoy this last fight against the singular second top laner Tom Kench, where my team somehow manages to almost die, only to him. And there comes the problem, Heimerdinger, where I then proceed to run in and die as well. You know, may as well die with the pack at this point. Moving on to our last champion, and now you may be saying that, Bitmondo, but you did say that you only recorded 3, and that's true. I didn't record the Aatrox one, and our last champion is Akshan. Now I am going to say, I have played this champ quite a lot, and I also watched like 5 Root games of him playing Akshan top. So I predicted that this game would be quite a domination. And oh, it was. Immediately on level 1, I kind of realized that I could just kill him if he walks up to me, and therefore I decide to challenge him, which ends up working out for me rather well. Now, that is not where the trade ends, as he comes back. Numerous times, in fact. He really likes to try and kill me. For some reason, thinking that Aatrox beats any champion in this game level 1. Which he does. I think he beats Gianna maybe, but not Akshan. No, not him. However, this does cause the lane to be quite awkward for me, as I have to take care of all these dumb minions without mana and without any health. But after I managed to do that, the game, just like I predicted, did end up being quite the stomp. I'm just going to let you enjoy this 1v1. But before that, some calm farming under tower. And yes, I did decide to buy coal, since I did think this matchup could be difficult. It wasn't, but it could have been, if you wouldn't have been an idiot. Moving onward to the time of my attempted assassination, that had like 4 asses in it, whatever, when the Talon decided to come top lane, to no avail. What the hell did he expect to do here? I mean, whatever. And we get introduced to our secondary character, the Jax, who decided to camp top for no reason at all. And here I tell him to just don't do anything, but he decides that no, he's actually going to kill everyone. I say fine, and I decide to kill the Talon. The game ends up going for a lot longer, and the Jax keeps staying top, but at some point I just got to admire the commitment, you know. It's truly something that all of us can look up to. However, even with such minor annoyances, and with 3 people top a lot of the time, the game only has 1 point where it could have turned. one singular point. So right here, I am dead. I managed to get myself killed. I don't know how, I can't remember. It was probably a 3v1 or something, who knows. However, it does make something really bad happen. So, mid Tristana, the second strongest player in the team, is top lane. Meaning that their Tristana can just freely start to destroy everyone else. Because no one can challenge her outside of me and our Tristana. So I try to get there and stop this strategy from occurring. But I don't really get to, as she manages to get the double kill before I arrive. And yet, she decides to stay against the Fed Akshan, pretty much alone. And ends up paying for it, with the triple res coming in to save us all. And even though people are coming for me, they can't catch what they can't see. And thanks to many, many amazing plays of that magnitude, we managed to win the game. Rather easily. This game lasted around 20 minutes, so far the challenge hasn't been that bad. Aside for Akali, of course. So, I hope to see all of you for the next episode. Goodbye.